And we are off with game one. Has Rizzo started Naipo versus Daniel yet? Should have probably started by now. Hearts, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the channel. Can Chronic save NA? There are 3 Americans in this tournament. One of them, First Killer, has already been eliminated. One of them, Daniel, is in the lower bracket. But Chronic has been the best of the bunch so far, already sweeping Rezears, who most people thought would easily beat Chronic in the first round. Chronic is showing that he is being underestimated once again by the majority of the viewers. Yeah, let me just update the title if it didn't already update. It should have now. Nice save by Reziers. Chronic starting off with an air double bump attempt. Reziers waited until Chronic had already fallen past him. If Chronic tries to air dribble bump again, he'll probably just stay low and try to land on Reziers, something that we've seen successfully done several times today already. Well, Chronic gets an easy second goal. Reziers completely messing up on this play. Yeah, probably expected Chronic to be on the ball already, but there's no such threat to worry about. Chronic is in Europe, of course, preparing for Gamers 8. Reziers is in Europe because he is in fact European. This would be a huge result for Chronic. A lot of people would view this as him already having done the hard part of the group, taking down Falcons Naupo, the new hyped up player for the Middle Eastern fan favorites. But you cannot underestimate Reziers, and so far he's done nothing of the sort. 3-0. Where is the casting from me during Worlds? I was sick at the worst possible time during Worlds. A few casters got sick like during the wildcard, and they were able to regain and get better in time for the World's main event. But I got symptoms on the Wednesday, which is it's pretty much the absolute worst time that you can catch anything at a live event. It's like the middle of the week before the big weekend. There was no time to recover, and it would have done like too much damage to my voice if I just like ignored it. And sometimes you can do that at the end if you start to see symptoms on like the second last or last day of an event. You could just take medication and plow on through. But Wednesday was just too far away from the end of the event. It was too long to go. But the good thing is that there's actually tons of RLCS casters, so it wasn't an issue. There was plenty of people. In fact, we had too many people this season that were looking for things for people to do in the last day. So when I wasn't feeling it close to 100%, I just messaged the organizers in the morning and said, "Yeah, just sub me out, coach." Yeah, someone else who's feeling 100% can do a better job. So I'm not gonna lie though, a lot of people were pretty shocked when they heard that I'd voluntarily, like with no protest whatsoever, opted to sub out of not just casting like a grand final, but casting at all on the last day of the World Championship. I personally thought it was a no-brainer though. I was like, well, if we've got so many casters, like why would someone who's not able to function vocally try to do so. So I thought it was a no-brainer. But yeah, a lot of people were very surprised to hear that I'd said to put someone else in my place. Oh, nice flick by Reziers. I don't think Chronic expected him to go this way with that one. Need to see Chronic POV on this, see exactly what happened. Oh yeah, that's tough to spot. Reziers waited till the last second to dive to the side of the ball. Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest problems with casting in esports is some casters, luckily it doesn't happen too much in Rocket League. It does happen sometimes. Some casters are way too interested in like this self-promotion aspect of casting instead of just taking a back seat, realizing you are literally a caster. Stop making it about yourself. It's not about you, it's about the players and the teams. But yeah, that's always been my mentality. It's about the players, it's about the teams. That's what's important. I don't like to see casters overly putting themselves on a pedestal. It's all good to, you know, get your flowers and get your praise that you deserve, but I'm not a fan of it personally. I don't really do that. I think it's pretty cringe. I mean, can you I always like just try and think about any situation where an actual, like, real commentator's done that, and I say real commentator in like quotations because obviously esports commentators are real commentators, but like mainstream commentators, I don't see them doing any of the cringe stuff that esports commentators do. I'm sure there is like a lot of politics behind the scenes that we don't know about, but even in quote-unquote real commentary. But yeah, the best way to prevent any of that from really having an impact on the show is to just not make it about the... I mean, it isn't about the casters, it's about the players, it's about the teams. Casters care way too much about how they're viewed, in my opinion. They get way too down on themselves when they're not like getting to cast matches that they feel they deserve. And Chronic really is saving North America right now. This is like... I guess it's a summary of Chronic's entire season. Saving NA. The rest of NA, an absolute shambles. But it's fine, because Chronic's playing with 2 European players. But now he's doing it without the European teammates. He's playing by himself, beating Europeans. He's already taken down Middle East's Naupo. Now he's taken down Europe's Rezears. He looked like comfortably the better player in that first game. Did not look like he had any problems handling Reziers' offense. And that's saying something, because Daniel just struggled a ton to handle Reziers' offense, and now Chronic is just dismantling him. Wonder if there's any chance, I mean, I think there is probably a chance that Chronic plays some of the, or, you know, maybe all of the 1v1s for Gen G. I suppose it depends how the players are feeling on the day. It's one of the advantages of having multiple 1v1 players on your roster. Yeah, Chronic, don't forget, one of the OGs, in fact, of the NA 1v1 scene. He's been around at the very top since he was 13 years old. Back then, just a lowly ones main. So all ones mains were considered back then as lowly ones mains, but now he's so much more. He has taken his game to the next level, and he is on the fast track to sweeping the group right now. Yet to drop a game, and already 3 goals up in game 5 for him in the group. It's game 2 of this series. Yeah, I'd still say I think Jack is the better ones player right now. I'd rank Jack higher, but Chronic's racking up some very impressive results right now. Reziers, flip reset, and the bump. That's the first goal for him. We need to see his POV on this one, because I think that was fully intended. Look at that, just flying straight to the underside of the ball, getting a glancing blow on that, as well as Chronic's car. I think last time that I casted a Gen G crew battle, it was Jack who played the 1v1s. He played both the 1v1s against CRR and Raise Bull of Complexity. Nice recovery by Rezears. Chronic beat him to the first ball, but the mid-air tangle ended up being pretty even. You think they're scrimming a lot? Yeah, they might be. I think that would be a very smart thing for teams like Gen G to do. Get as much practice in, as much game time in private ones as you can. I mean, if you're trying to practice any secret strategies that you're saving for Gamers 8, that would be the place to do them. Play against your teammate and see what works. That definitely could be something that players are doing in this tournament, just hiding their main strategies and using more of their default play for what is just a 5k 1v1 tournament. Save the main strats for the $2 million tournament. You think Jack and Chronic are deciding who plays the 1v1 by seeing who makes it further right now? Yeah, it could be. I mean, Jack has a match against the second place player from this group tomorrow, and Chronic has a match against, what is it, Moxie? Yeah, it's Moxie if he wins this one. Oh, the Rezears Daniel thing hadn't been picked. Well, there you go. I'll pay that one out right now. Reziers looks like he's stretching himself a lot thinner against Chronic than he did against Daniel. Against Daniel, it just looked like he was more composed, more comfortable in the lobby. But Chronic's got Reziers pushing himself to the limit here. Very interesting to note. It's the, presence of Chronic in the midfield has got Reziers making mistakes a lot more consistently than Daniel did. And by Daniel did, I mean how many times Daniel could force mistakes out of Reziers. Reziers again just gives the ball away. He'll have 100 boosts to defend with, but Chronic will have a flip to work with. It's a pretty tame floor pinch at the end of the day, though. A nice challenge by Chronic in the midfield. Confidence advancing. Big challenge from Reziers. Gets a turnover of possession, and the wall shot will be comfortably saved by Chronic, and that's going to actually turn things around for him again. Reset from a tight angle, rolls it right towards Reziers, trying to catch a pre-jumping German. Reziers stays disciplined, stays low, and starts his counter-attacking dribble. It's a top corner flick, and it's in! Perfect placement off the post. Reziers just puts it over Chronic's shoulder. Has a really nice flick from both POVs. Chronic still in a 1-goal lead though. Can Reziers tie the game? He's got some space to work with. Early flick does not really force Chronic into a rough position at all here. Chronic takes his time as he starts his next wall play. It's just a fake though, and so is this one as well. And no demo for Chronic. Reziers thought he had an opening. Chronic looks to catch Reziers going for boost at the wrong time. Good awareness by Reziers there. Saw the long shot coming towards him. We're getting into last chance territory, and here comes Reziers from distance. Chronic deflects the ball well wide, and he's in a brilliant position here. He does not need to take any risks, and he's got 100 boosts to play with Reziers on his own back wall. Chronic dispossesses him. Wastes all the remaining time with an air dribble flip reset. Oh, but he's hit the bar though. Well, that's a big misplay. It's technically open for Reziers. Chronic's going to get back in time, and he will make the save, but for a second, that looked like Reziers might have an angle to just roll the ball all the way into the open net. Now put down 0-2, he threw a 4-goal lead with 35 seconds. You're joking. 35 seconds? And he lost a 4-goal lead? What? That's insane. So is Naupo lost a... Is Chronic just perfect sweeping the group and Naupo is perfectly getting swept out of the group? Is that what's happening here? That's a big surprise to see him be eliminated without even taking a game. I mean, no one else in the tournament has been eliminated without taking a game yet. Card took 1 game against Yan. First Killer took a game against Sato. We also had multiple games for Luis. I think he took 4 games total in the series he lost. Rezears accidentally driving underneath the ball. He really do be like us. Unlike us, though, he does recover and score. I'm sure that most of you guys, after accidentally driving underneath the ball, would have been scored on. Let's see what Rezears has in store for Chronic in Game 3. Chronic's just played this one out so effortlessly. I've really been impressed with his play. Not look like he's been forced into many uncomfortable positions. Oh, he's a bit too slow to that ball. Reziers spotted him sluggishly approaching. Yeah, just a bit of a slow turn there by Chronic, trying to reserve his boost total. You're gold, your mistakes don't get punished. That's a good point, actually. Oh well, Rezears has started off hot in Game 3. Already dominating. Chronic's underestimated him a few times here. He's still got a long time left to get his teeth stuck into the game. But seeing Chronic play from behind is not something we've had to do today. At least not in this series. Boost preservation from Rezears. And here comes Chronic with his first big attack of the game. Flip reset, and oh well, it's just wide open. I thought he was going to need to do more than that, but Rezears got the challenge completely wrong here. Yeah, he's just too low. He's nowhere near. Not the intersection he was looking for. Snowput is completely done. Is he getting smoked in their lower bracket final? I don't think many people in the predictions would have had First Killer and Naupo being eliminated. Nobody would have really expected either of them to be eliminated first from their groups, but to see them both be eliminated first from their groups, it really does show just how stacked the 1v1 scene is right now. Nice recovery in the demo by Chronic, saves him from Reziers' pre-flip out play. Reziers had to be out quick for that one. And the recovery's not good enough. Chronic makes it 2. Yeah, First Killer's out. And Naupo looks like he might be following him. The only players who have 6-0'd their groups so far are Was and CRR. Chronic can do the same if he wins this game. Reziers is not done yet. I'm sure he doesn't want to rematch Daniel in the lower bracket final. As exciting as it sounds. He'd probably rather advance here and have to worry about Daniel another day. A rematch with Daniel is where Reziers is headed. Chronic's on the comeback trail. Well, he's completed the comeback already now. He's looking to take the lead for himself. That shot is nowhere near good enough, though. Chronic picks up the back corner boost exactly as it spawns. Reziers probably saw that, and it won't make any difference either way. Oh, look at this by Reziers. What a play! Transitioning from wall to ceiling to backboard completely seamlessly. And he even places the finish just to make sure. That's the best goal we've seen today from Reziers. A play that traditionally starts on the ground. If your name starts with Z and rhymes with pen. Reziers throwing it off the wall there as well. Now called GG's with 147 left. What was the scoreline in the third game? What a pre-jump by Chronic. Huge read. 6-2. Oh, well, Daniel's going to have one more chance of advancing from this group. We could still see 2 Americans go through. Chronic is just 1 game away, and now 1 goal away from making that possible. The crazy thing is that they actually didn't have to play each other at any point. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Naupo's just gone 0-9 in games since Falcons announced that they've signed him. Is it the Falcon's curse? Is it the curse of Khalid? He says, okay, yeah, if you're going to bench me, I'm going to curse your new player. He can't win a game. Yeah, he got swept by Jack yesterday on Neo's channel, and now he's been swept by Chronic and Daniel. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, all three of those players are good enough to beat Naupo, not denying it, but getting swept by all three is kind of ridiculous. Can Reziers force a game 4? Oh, not with Chronic playing like this. Cerebral play by the European American. And an air dribble from distance, efficient as ever. Has Reziers in a ton of trouble, but the save across the net is equal to it. And the wall shot likewise. Reziers takes the lead. (5-4) with less than 30 seconds to go. Does Chronic have the comeback in him? He's got one chance here, and it's going to be the air dribble bump. It doesn't connect though. Reziers with a key dodge and a very important save. He could just waste time here. Looks like that's what he's trying to do. Chronic with the pinch. Now that might be bouncing in. Reziers has got to be careful. Okay, it's bounced wide. That would have been ridiculous had it gone in, but Reziers has done it. He forces game 4. Chronic's perfect sweep of the group has been denied. Should I tweet out the Curse of Khalid Naupo results? Is that going to bang on Twitter? Is that going to pop off? Should I? Okay, I'll do it. It's nothing against Naupo though. The Curse of Khalid. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's very good. I'll put a little apostrophe, apostrophe there. The Curse of Khalid. Yeah, that should farm. Sorry, Naupo, I need the impressions. We all need the impressions now. Twitter actually pays us, so I need the impressions. But yeah, I wish nothing but the best for Naupo and Falcons. I think it's a really exciting roster move, really exciting acquisition. And yeah, I'm just really happy Naupo's going to be able to play. Alright, anyway, what's Rezears been up to? He's starting to elevate here. And I said that we might get 2 Americans qualifying from Group D without having to play each other, but if Rezeers can reverse sweep Chronic, then only 1 American will advance because they will be forced to play each other. Oh my goodness, what on earth is that flick by Rezeers? A little pre-flip pop. Orange Cactus Guy, thanks for the 14-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. But yeah, I mean, the expectations that Naupo has to live up to are absolutely insane. Everybody expects them to just win the event now, or at least make the grand finals against Vitality. Ton of pressure on a young man's shoulders, which is obviously going to be very exciting to watch. But like I said, I need the impressions. Just it was a glorious opportunity. We had to go for it. Yeah, 1 in chat if you think Vitality were just going to win Gamers 8 as well. That's a 1 from me. I think that Vitality win. They're just too confident. Their main competition in our LCS has been Carmine Corp and BDS, and BDS do not have a ones player anywhere near the level of Zen. And yeah, Karmine Corpse. They've got Vatira for ones. He's an underdog against Zen. And obviously 3v3 they're underdogs. 2v2 maybe they can be favorites there. It's hard to say. Yeah, you got those are the big three from Europe, of course. And then version 1 are over there. So they're probably going to lose in round 1 to some random team. You got Rule 1 and you got Falcons are both expected to do really well. Furia defending champions. I'm not too hopeful for Furia, though, not going to lie. They didn't look that good at 3v3 in Boston. And Jan's fallen down the 1v1 ladder a little bit. We'll have to wait and see if Jan and Card can pop off in 2v2 again. Alright, Chronic's completely turned this game around in the blink of an eye. Oh, nice play by Reziers. Once again, a very controlled flip reset play. He's a big fan of his slow-mo flip reset plays, Reziers. Just placing it past his opponents, not really worrying about power. Is an exotic really good in ones? He used to be a 1v1 player. I'm expecting it to be Vatira who plays the 1v1s for Karmine Corp, though. Probably going to be Jan and Lost in 2v2. We'll have to wait and see. I expect it to be Jan and Card personally. They went undefeated at Gamers 8 last season. But I'm guessing as well, depending on how various matchups go, we could see different combinations of Furia players take to the field. Who else is there from North America? Are there any other teams apart from V1 who've got a good chance? FaZe? Nah. FaZe looks so chalked. Unless they've got like a miracle, like, secret signing, I don't really see it. Oh, Gen G, yeah, Gen G, of course. They've got a good chance. Yeah, I rate Gen G's chances. I'd say like Rule 1, Falcons, KC, BDS, Vitality, V1, Gen G. That's like 7 teams who should all do quite well. Then you'd think that oh, that's not quite in. In fact, it's a nightmare of a bounce, but it's fine because Rezears has got the follow-up. Oh yeah, Liquid. I'll say Liquid as well. They've got to be in there. And Furia, I'm not putting them in the top 8 favorites anymore because they've looked a bit off in threes in Boston. So yeah, the big 4 from EU, Rule 1 Falcons, Gen G, V1. They're the top 8 in my opinion. Yeah, Complexity didn't qualify. Oh wow, what a save by Chronic. That looked like it was destined for the goal with the way Reziers was following up. Chronic says no. He is just a minute and change away from advancing to play against Moxie tomorrow. Can he make it happen for USA, for Gen G? This game's been about defense for Chronic. His finishing has been clinical, and he has frustrated Reziers for the majority of it. Another time-wasting touch by Chronic. Wastes valuable seconds that the German desperately needs, and I think he might have hit that too high. Yeah, no save on the notifications there for Chronic. The bar had him covered. That second pop by Reziers was just a bit too much. And now he's in desperation territory, but Chronic has enough boost to play with here. What can Reziers do? What will he do? When he needs a goal, he'll flick it past Chronic. "14 seconds left. What has Reziers got in store? It's a delayed kickoff. Chronic's landed well though. Reziers landed better. In fact, he almost had the demo. That was risky, but Chronic's got full boost and full control, and surely the game winner in his sights. Reziers is up quickly though. Well shut down by Chronic. He did not back down in the closing seconds, and he will advance as the top seed of Group D.